Imagine sending a message you spent 10 minutes rewriting. You finally press send. Your body starts to feel a warm rush filter through your blood system. You think to yourself, that was justified. I am angry. They deserve to know this. And then nothing happens. No reply, no explanation, just silence. Or maybe it's the job interview that seemed to go perfectly. You leave the building already imagining the offer. Then 2 days later, the email arrives. Thank you for your interest, but we've decided to move forward with another candidate. For a moment, everything inside your mind starts searching for answers. Did I say something wrong? Was I not impressive enough? Was there something about me they didn't like? Rejection has a strange ability to make us question ourselves, and most people spend their lives trying to avoid it, avoiding difficult conversations, avoiding risk, avoiding opportunities that might end with someone saying no. But Stoic philosophy looks at rejection very differently. In fact, the Stoics believe that once you stop fearing rejection, you become incredibly difficult to control. Human beings are wired to seek belonging. For thousands of years, our survival depended on being accepted by the group. Being rejected from the tribe meant danger, isolation, even death. That instinct still lives inside us today, which is why modern rejection can feel surprisingly intense. A declined invitation, a critical comment, someone losing interest in you. Even though none of these situations threaten survival, the mind sometimes reacts as if they do. But the Stoics trained themselves to interrupt this reaction. Instead of asking, "Why did they reject me?" they asked a different question. What does this actually mean? Because rejection rarely means what we assume it means. Think about how many decisions people make every day. Who they hire, who they spend time with, which ideas they support. Most of these decisions have very little to do with the absolute value of the person involved. They are influenced by timing, circumstances, priorities, compatibility. You might be exactly what someone needs, just not at that particular moment. But when rejection happens, the mind tends to interpret it as a verdict on identity, as if someone has stamped the word "not good enough" across your life. Stoics resisted this interpretation. They understood that another person's decision is simply a reflection of their own perspective, not a universal judgment about your value. Here's something interesting. For most people, rejection itself isn't the biggest problem. The biggest problem is the fear of it. Think about how many opportunities disappear before they even begin. Someone wants to start a project but never shares the idea. Someone wants to express their feelings but stays silent. Someone wants to pursue a different career but hesitates for years. Why? Because they imagine rejection. And imagination can be far more powerful than reality. The Stoics believed that much of human suffering comes from anticipating pain that hasn't actually happened, which means the fear of rejection can quietly shape an entire life, without the person even realizing it. Now imagine something different. Imagine someone who no longer treats rejection as a personal disaster. They apply for the opportunity anyway. They speak honestly. They take chances. Because they know something important. Rejection cannot actually damage their character. It cannot erase their abilities, and it cannot determine their future. Once someone reaches this mindset, something interesting happens. They begin acting more freely, more confidently. And ironically, that freedom often makes them more attractive to others. Because people are naturally drawn to those who are not desperately seeking approval. Another surprising truth about rejection is that it often acts like a filter. Think about relationships, friendships, work environments. Not every connection is meant to last. Not every opportunity is meant to succeed. Sometimes rejection simply reveals incompatibility earlier rather than later. And while that may feel disappointing in the moment, it can prevent years of frustration down the road. The Stoics saw life as a process of alignment, gradually moving closer to the environments and relationships that truly fit who you are. In that sense, rejection is not always an obstacle. Sometimes it is guidance. There is another benefit that most people overlook. Every rejection survived builds resilience. The first time rejection happens, it feels overwhelming. The second time, slightly less. Eventually, you realize something important. You can handle it. The moment that realization appears, rejection loses its ability to intimidate you. And that psychological shift is powerful, because many of the most meaningful achievements in life require persistence through rejection. Entrepreneurs face rejected ideas. Writers face rejected manuscripts. Actors face rejected auditions. Those who succeed are rarely the ones who avoid rejection. They are the ones who stop fearing it. The Stoics never claimed that rejection would disappear from life. It won't. People will still say no. Opportunities will still fall through. Relationships will still change. But Stoicism teaches something much more valuable. It teaches how to remove the fear surrounding a rejection. Because the moment rejection stops controlling your decisions, life opens up. You take more chances. You express yourself more honestly. You pursue the paths that genuinely matter to you. And the strange paradox is this: the less you fear rejection, the more powerful your presence becomes. Not because everyone suddenly accepts you, but because you no longer depend on their acceptance. And that quiet independence is something very few people truly achieve.